Hi everyone, welcome to the Hot Toys Nick Fury review. This is the Nick Fury from the Winter Soldier. This is the second Nick Fury figure. And let's get to the accessories. A couple interesting things to note here. He's got the pistol, which is currently being held in his hand. You'll see that later. He's got the cell phone that says ears everywhere. He's got that USB chip from the movie. He's got a second eye patch. Here's the thing about the eye patch. Hot Toys in their manual has stated that you should not keep the eye patch on him for a prolonged period of time. That seems a bit strange to me, considering the eye patch is a huge part of Nick Fury's character. So they're worried about paint fading. So if you remove this, I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. If you remove that, you can see the eye, which is very cool. Alright, so the eye is cool, but Nick Fury wears an eye patch, so I guess I'll have to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I don't care about seeing his eye if I have to worry about keeping the eye patch on. And I'm assuming they gave a second one because the eye patch is likely to break at some point. It already seems. Yeah, so try not to fuss with it as much, I guess. Okay, so I put him in the sling. I think the sling is cool. And you have to take the jacket off to do it. He has a magnet attached in the jacket for this sleeve. So that makes it hang. It looks nice. The jacket does a good job of not getting too wavy because it's a bit wired. Pretty sure it's wired. So, but it stays straight, and it gives you a nice uniform look. So I prefer this. I prefer this look because it's unique, but I don't think this is how I'm ultimately gonna have him posed. I think I'll take this away at some point, but for now, this is a cool look. You don't really get injured figures too often. The thing about the jacket, though, is that when you wear the sling, it kind of makes the sleeve bunch up here. So I'm not too fond of that. I'm also not crazy about the stand. I know this is the stand for the Winter Soldier figures. I guess I'm just used to the Age of Ultron stands, but those are fine because they hold up the shelf. Sorry, they don't take up too much space in the shelf. So let's move on. The costume's pretty simple. He's got the long coat. He's got black everything, black turtleneck. The sling will stay on for now. He's got the pistol. I like the rocket launcher that came with the first Avengers. I don't have that figure, but that would look cool. The pistol works too. At some point, maybe I'll upgrade the pistol. It's a little small. It must be screen accurate because there's nothing special about it. And it looks a little clayish. So at some point I might upgrade that. Now, about the likeness, this is obviously a much better likeness than the Avengers one. And part of me feels like, based on the promo pictures, the face looks slimmer. For some reason, it looks cat-like to me. Something about it. It looks thinner. This angle kind of shows it off a little more. Something about it is thin. But still a good sculpt. You know, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. And if you look at that picture behind, his face is a little more round. And because Samuel L. Jackson is getting pretty old. So this guy seems a little younger, if you ask me. Nice detailing on the beard. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but he's got some gray. And the gray looks cool. Yeah, I think you can see it. Just a little bit of gray there. The scarring is very cool. Very nice. Very seamless transition. It doesn't look like they sculpted it and then added the scars. It looks like it was all one sculpt. It looks very natural. Let's get a better look at the eye again. Turn it for some light. So it's the colors actually match in both eyes. The bad one just seems a little more cloudy. And the scar does go into the eyeball. I thought it was worse in the movie. Oh well. So, Nick Fury, as cool as he is, Director Fury, Nicholas J., he doesn't work well by himself. He needs the rest of the agents. So I got the rest of the agents. So I'm going to show them, because I have an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shelf. So I'm going to show them. Okay, here's Nick Fury and his Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I've got Director Fury from the Winter Soldier. And then over here is Captain America. And he's wearing the strike suit, which is my favorite Captain America costume. But the strike suit's tailoring is obviously not as good as the new ones, Age of Ultron and Civil War. So in this case, this is the Age of Ultron head, pretty similar. It's the Age of Ultron body with the Winter Soldier costume. Those are the Age of Ultron gloves, and everything else is Winter Soldier. And that's the Winter Soldier shield. So overall his body ratio looks better, and I really like the proportions of the Age of Ultron figure, and that's why I picked the body. This costume doesn't allow for him to have the right shape and angle on his traps. It's the tailoring, unfortunately. I would love for them to do a 2.0. I would definitely buy that. And I would probably get rid of my classic Age of Ultron costume. I think this looks way cooler. But there's your Captain America. Here's Agent Barton. This is his Age of Ultron costume. I'm thinking about maybe changing it to the Civil War because he looks more like an agent. And he'll fit aesthetically with the rest of the group here. And they're dark black and blue. In this case, you know, he's purple, and that's the color of the character. I get that, so I'm not sure if I want to upgrade or not. That sculpt is great. Here is Agent Romanoff wearing her Avengers outfit. I've also considered getting the Civil War outfit here, but it's black. That one's solid black. Sorry, that one's solid black. This one has blue piping for her shockers that she wears on her wrist. I don't think I need to upgrade this to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit, because it's basically the same outfit but without all the blue piping and the red gauntlets. Yeah, I did cut her hair. Yeah, that head sculpt is bad. I'm going to upgrade it to the Civil War version with the longer hair. Yeah. The sooner I can do that, the better. That's an awful look. Agent Maria Hill. I bought her because I thought she would sell out. and I didn't want to miss out because I missed out on Coulson, and I ended up having to pay extra to get him. She didn't sell out, and I was a little bit bummed because she was very expensive, and this is the only pose I'll ever have her in, probably. But she's kind of cool. I don't know why. I like having her here, and she definitely works as part of a shelf. And there's Agent Coulson, who strangely enough I felt like I needed to buy after I played the Lego games because he's all over those. And I didn't even watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet. I'm almost done with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, all caught up. But he's a cool figure. That destroyer gun is nice. But there he is in his Avengers glory. Maria Hill has the Avengers Age of Ultron base, Black Widow Age of Ultron. These two have Winter Soldier bases, and that's Hawkeye. As far as articulation on the Nick Fury figure, it's pretty much what you'd expect. His outfit isn't too restricting, although he doesn't really look right being too active. He's more of a stand there and look at you kind of guy. So that's how I'm going to leave him. Eventually I'll take the sling off. But I love the way they look. As you can probably tell, Hawkeye does stick out a bit. And I'm not sure, are Hawkeye and Agent Romanoff still really S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, or are they Avengers? What comes first, Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D.? And that might determine, once I decide that might determine what shelf I put them on. For now, they're on my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shelf, which is now complete, thanks to Director Fury, Nicholas J. Alright, so I'll see you guys at the next review for Age of Ultron: The Vision.